it up just to make sure it's working. And hopefully we can hear you this time.
Is it the same link as last time?
Should be, mate, yeah. Oh, that'll just bring you to the channel.
That's true. It'll show me the live.
Tier 2 race to Abu Dhabi. Oh yeah, waiting, apparently.
Mm-hmm. Why are we waiting?
Oh, here we go. Right. Gonna say some words, Derek, see if we can pick you up.
That sounds fine. Looks like we got Blue Devil and Chaos out here, so.
Do you want to turn your mic up a little bit? You're quite quiet on the stream.
Yep.
Cool.
Is that better?
Hold on, there's a massive delay on the YouTube. Yeah, that sounds better, mate. Okay. Cool, right, ready to go then.
Alright.
Well, welcome to Abu Dhabi, the second race in the Tier 2 calendar. Excited to be here with Derek.
Yeah, as long as EA decides to allow us to continue this, we'll see here. So.
Yeah, actually here this time, we might actually be able to hear him on the stream for once.
Apologize to everyone for that.
Let's bring all this data up. Cool. Right, JC on his first lap. First guy out. I know he's been practicing this track a lot.
You know,
I'm
it's
expecting
a pretty straightforward track. It can be a bit tricky.
Yeah. Well, I think JC, oh, he's just spun, but I think he runs full elite. I don't think he uses any assists, and I think he said he was driving with no racing line earlier on as well, so...
Okay.
You know, completely out there by himself. And if we got coming up behind him, is that one of the Ferraris? So his Swaz, I think, will be first to set a lap then, if I'm not mistaken.
It does appear that way. Yep.
Although, I think Iger and it looks like Axel also are both on push laps. Iger's set a purple Sector 1 and Sector 2, so their best times out of everybody so far. We jump on board with Iger. He's just about to cross the line here. 1:23.6. It's a good time. I think we've got quite a varied skill level today in the lobby. We've got a lot of drivers that I believe should be Tier 1.
Well, I think they will be by the time we get to the end of the season, or for next season anyway.
Oh yeah. Swaz on the 1:24.7. Supper with the 1:24.8.
So with a 1:25.2.
That's a good time. The next will be Chaos crossing the line. Alfie with the 1:24.3. That's a great time from Alfie.
So far the times are looking quite competitive. Just like last week, real close, tight.
Yeah. I just like Chaos invalidated his previous lap. We got Chuck Norris around at the moment, just set a new fastest Sector 1 by 12 thousandths. That's a good Sector 2 time from him as well though. I think this is good enough for P2, we'll see.
Just a bit.
Ah, P5, yeah. Lost a bit of time in Sector 3 there, but that Williams looks beautiful on track since the update. think that car looks absolutely stunning. Swaz, see if he can improve on his time here. Little lock up going into the final corner, but he carries good speed. That's no improvement, unfortunately. So current pole is Eiger Twin, with a 7.5 gap. It's looking like a very strong track for the Haas driver.
Interested to see what those two Mercedes do once they finally get out and settle lap here.
Yeah, we've got JC on his out lap at the moment. We'll jump on board with him. He's going slow at the moment. I think that's a charge lap. Of course, and KS is in the pit, so we're waiting to see a time for both of those. But we'll stay on board with JC as he does his out lap, and then through his push lap as well. No pressure. So Mercedes looks great after the update as well. I see they've got a couple of changes on the car there. Especially as you jump on the onboard, you can see that yellow bar that goes across the front of the car. I think that's just on one of the vehicles. I think that's on Lewis Hamilton's car. Missed this braking zone a little here, but we'll jump on board. This will be the start of his push lap here. Let's see if he can get in pole position. Looks like he's struggling with the car quite a lot there, I think. It's a nice line through there. He might get a tow from the Ferrari here if he chooses to use it. These guys in front of him to move out of the way as well. You don't want to get done for impeding around here.
No. Tricky spot.
Hopefully they
get out of the way for.
I think that's his teammate there in front of the Mercedes as well. If he plays this right, he could get a tow from his teammate. No.
Just moves out of the way for him.
Sector 1's a 17.9. Sector 2, 36.6. He's running a little bit slower than his teammate, who's out at the moment. Tidy line through Sector 3. Let's see where this puts him. That's P7 up one place, just in front of Axel. It's a fantastic time from Iger. I don't know if he even needs to go out again with the time like that. That was insane.
Not yet, anyways. I'll wait and see if anyone tops it. But unless he thinks he can.
Oh, he's out again at the moment on another push lap. Up a 10th in Sector 1. That's a new purple Sector 1. The Haas sounds beautiful after the new update as well. That sounds completely different. See his Sector 2 time coming in a second as well. Yeah. And that's a 10th up in Sector 2 as well, yeah.
He has really got a feel for this track, apparently.
Car looks very balanced. I think we might be seeing a 123.4 here, Derek. Oh, I think that's invalid if I'm not mistaken. Maybe you got away with that. Wow, what a time.
123.1.
Found 3 temps in Sector 3. That's 4 temps, 27 thousandths faster than his previous time. It looks like the Ferraris are going to have to do a little bit of towing on each other if they want to get close to that.
Yeah. Everyone's got their work cut out for them today, it looks like. Igor.
Sosa's on a stonker of a lap as well. It's 2 temps up. Oh, he's just entered the pit lane. I think he must have been validated in sector 3, but he was 4 temps up that lap. So more to come yet. Chaos on a charged lap.
Axel is full 3 seconds faster through sector 2.
Wow.
See, sector 3 seems to be kind of a tricky one for people, so we'll see what he's able to do here, I guess.
We're spectating Alfie at the moment, who's just found 4 attempts in sector 2. So that'll bring him 3 attempts up on his time. He lost a 10th in sector 1 there, so we see him close up to Igo quite a little bit here, if he can stick this. It's looking like a great run at the moment. You see him changing ERS modes there. Try and get the most out of the car, as much battery as he possibly can. Oh, he's into the pit lane there. He must have been validated in sector 3 as well. So Iger is currently still on pole position with a 123.1. Fantastic time.
That would have been competitive on Tier 1 yesterday as well. So
Yeah, that was a good lap.
really, very good lap.
I think everyone's out on out laps at the moment. Axel looks like he's on a charged lap to me.
He's about 3 seconds slower than his best time right now through sector 2. So
Yeah.
I don't think that's gonna get her done.
Well, unless he finds 5 seconds in sector 3. You never know.
Well,
Talented driver. I think everyone now has set multiple laps except from Chris Supper has just had the 1. He's on an out lap at the moment. Sosa has only done 1 lap and he's just left the pits at the moment, the same as JC. I think this is shaping up to be a really interesting race, mate.
You know, it's saying, you know, last week the times were very, very tight for a very tricky track with Canada. This one again, we're seeing a lot of times very close to each other. I think it's going to make for some interesting racing once we get out there.
Of course. In P3 and 4 at the moment are neck and neck. Look at those two guys. That's less than a 10th between them, and same as 5 and 6th position. They are also within a 10th as well. Like 7 and 8 within a 10th as well. I think it's going to be very, very close racing all the way down.
The only real gap we have is 1-2, and that's just over a second, which once you get into the race, that DRS zone, that can change very quickly. So,
and I think we see a lot of tyre degradation here as well, based on the race we had yesterday. So,
I
think there'll be quite a bit of yeah. It was an interesting one. Let's see where Axel crosses the line here. Pretty much P5. Really good lap from him. That's only 20 thousandths off of Chuck Norris, so 17 thousandths, sorry. Very close again. I see Swaz has just pulled in front of Alfie there as well. Jumping board with Sosa, he's on a push lap at the moment. He's improved in his sector 1. See as he crosses the line into sector 3 here. He's 1,000ths faster there, so that is half a 10th up on his time at the moment. I think he's got some time to find in sector 3. I think that's him running valid there as well, unfortunately.
I think he might have went just a little too far.
A little too many beans. But he's giving his teammate Supper here a nice tow all the way through, so we'll see if Chris can improve. I think... No, at the moment he's on a charge lap as well. I think I'll see him on his push now, so we'll stay on board with Chris to see if he can improve. Very tidy line there. We'll get a lovely tow from his teammate here as well. That's some great coordination going on there.
As I say, teamwork makes the dream work.
Lovely play from Sosa. You see him move out of the way there. Maybe that teamwork will help Chris go up the order a little bit. We'll see when he crosses into Sector 3 if he's improved there. Alfie just set a new fastest Sector 1 and he's improved Sector 2 as well. Yeah, Supper's found 2 attempts in his Sector 2 from that tow. Brilliant teamwork from the Ferrari, or the Red Bulls there, sorry. Oh, and he spun out, and that's his front wing gone as well. So you have to be careful over that debris.
It's the same area that got me yesterday. Made the same mistake, got a little too aggressive on that accelerator and you just lose it right there.
Yeah. See, Chaos is there making his own track limits here. Into the pits as well. I think we're going to have our last runners out at the moment, Swaz and Alfie. We've only got 40 seconds left of the session here, so just like Swaz is giving Alfie a lovely tow through the track. We'll have to see if that's an improvement there. I think Swaz seems to be up a 10th. Let's see if this...
invalidated shortly before that, actually.
I think so. Yeah, it's 2 attempts better with Swaz. Yeah, I think that's our starting grid. So Iger P1 with Swaz P2, and that'll be Alfie in 3rd. Only 10 seconds left of the qualifying now, so... and that's a done deal.
Yep.
Here we can watch Swaz on his in lap, taking his time. Waving at the fans as he drives around. Isn't this scenic? So I'm excited for this race, Derek. I think this is going to be a really exciting one.
No, I agree. You know, again, like I said, these times are very close, and that, you know, with a track like this, you just don't know.
There's currently 2 temps between 3rd and 6th positions, so that's 4 drivers really close to each other. We've got 4, 5, and 6 are only 500ths apart from each other as well, so shaping up to be an exciting one.
We should have yeah, exactly. You know, last week these guys all had a really clean start and got off to a great start. Things kind of went off the rails as drivers started to lose it there in Canada with that traction problem. But,
yeah. Hopefully we won't see any tail one incidents, I think. These boys are smart. They know they've got to go the distance with the cars, so I don't think we'll see any scraps like that going into the race.
I'd agree too with you. With a, you know, a smaller size grid like this too, sometimes it's just
a little bit easier.
Survive and pick your spot.
Hopefully the game doesn't kick me out this time as we go into the race. That'd be great.
That would be wonderful.
Well, that's our starting grid for the race. With Iger in first position with 123.1. That's Swaz in P2. That's 9 temps behind with a 124.1 as well. Alfie in P3. You got Chuck Norris in the Williams for P4. Axel in the Alpine P5. You got Chaos in P6 with his debut race with Apex today. Is a Red Bull 7 and 8 is Sosa and Supper, and JC finishes off the grid in P9 in that Mercedes. Will be an exciting race, Derek. We'll have to see how everyone gets off the line. I'm really interested to see how this one runs out.
Yes, quite looking forward to this actually.
Looks like it's going to be a dry session at the moment. It's a shame. I think a bit of rain would really spice things up.
I'm sure the drivers are thankful that they're not in the rain. For entertainment purposes, I would have to agree. Try not to jinx anybody this week. Last week, apparently, as soon as I mentioned anything positive about somebody, they shortly lost it, so hopefully that doesn't carry over.
Well, seeing the formation that, we'll start off here.
He didn't get kicked, so we're off to a better start than last week there.
And it's going well. Elche's just managed to join the session now. I'm not sure if he'll be able to get in for the race.
I don't believe so. I think he might have joined a little too late.
Just a tad too late there.
Yeah.
Looks like every single driver's on the mediums to start off. It'll be very fair off the line. Everyone's on the medium. You need to get those heated up as quickly as you can, really, for the race start. You know, the warmer the tyres are, the better traction you'll have off the start. You want to make as many places as you can off the starting grid here. And the track position is ever so important.
The tire, especially with turn one, everything kind of filters on through there. You want to try to get out in front as quickly as you can.
Exactly
not
that.
Bottle everything up too much. Easier said than done. Yep.
Now, if the Ferrari plays smart here, they might be able to help each other out. Maybe hold off Chuck Norris and the Williams. It'd be nice to see a double Ferrari podium today, but I think both the Red Bulls of Sosa and Supper have the ability in them to definitely make their way up the ranks as well.
Oh, absolutely. I would agree. They're great qualifying runs by all of them.
Yeah, some lovely teamwork there as well. That was a pleasure to watch. See everyone line up on the grid now. They don't want to be waiting there too long, as those tyres are going to start cooling off as soon as they hit stationary. But it looks like, for the most part, we're all quite close together.
Looks like everyone's in position here.
That's it. That's 5 lights.
5 lights.
Lights out and away we go.
There we go.
No racing in Abu Dhabi.
Good start by Agor there off the line.
Oh yeah, oh that's a
Ooh.
spin from one of the Mercedes there. God, I didn't quite catch that, Derek. Do you see what happened there?
I'm not. I must have. It was just off the edge of my screen. Not sure what happened exactly.
It looks like Chaos has lost a portion of his front wing, and if I'm not mistaken, I think Sosa's got a bit of damage there as well.
So I'm trying to look at him. It does look like.
Yeah, it looks like the left side of his front wing's gone.
Wait and see, I guess, what happens with that. I'm sure there'll be a...
I'm sure, yeah, the stewards will definitely have a look at that later on. Looks like Supper's got some damage there on his front wing as well. So the left side, looks like the end plate's gone there. I mean, a brilliant start from my guy. It's 1.8 seconds in front, and he's not even finished the first lap yet.
He's really locked in on this track.
So he doesn't push too hard. See, those tyres will wear down really quickly. I think around this track is going to be very much a race of strategy, more so than speed.
Yeah, you get a nice lead like that now. It just comes down to just trying to make sure those tires last. Try to make sure you time out your pit stops at the right time and go from there. It does appear that Sosa was the only one to pit from whatever ensued there in that first lap, so I'm not sure.
I think Supper's got to be just dealing with that damage. It doesn't look as if it's impairing him too much. I mean, he is 2.5 seconds behind Axel, and Alfie's just made a pass, so he's running a little bit wide through that corner as well. I think, yeah, he's definitely struggling with the wing. But I mean, that's Sosa on the hard, so he's probably going to try and take those to the end of the race. But I think they, if I'm not mistaken, around here it's about 18 to 20 laps on the hard tyre. Oh, the Ferrari's in the wall. Who was that? That was Alfie.
Alfie.
In a virtual safety car.
There. Oh!
Oh, wow.
And then he makes contact with the Williams trying to spin it around. That was not a well executed re-entry, that's for sure.
The stewards will definitely be having looks at that. I think, is that some drivers in the pits there? Yeah, the Williams is in the pits. We've got Chaos, I think, there. That's got to be all the drivers that had damage, I think, in the pits. So Sosa should be able to make some time up here on those guys. Not quite sure what happened to Alfie there. Did you see? Did he just lose traction?
It just looked like he, just that common mistake that we see a lot. That's it looked like he maybe got a little aggressive, hitting the accelerator coming out of that corner, and just kind of lost the traction there for a second.
Yeah.
It's a strange track. It does seem very straightforward, but it's very easy to lose it here. Just not sure if it's the angles or temperature of the track, but it just, yeah.
Yeah, it's got a lot of gradient as well around certain parts. I think if your setup isn't perfectly tuned in, it's definitely throw the car off a little bit.
Yeah.
Of course, with these curbs as well, you see those sausage curbs, they can really unsettle the car as you take some of the turns. So you really have to be careful. Chaos, maybe making a move up the inside here. It's lovely racing from these guys.
Love to see that.
Fantastic. That's a textbook pass from Chaos there. That was really, really nice. Props to Chuck as well for leaving him all the space he needed. I think just behind here as well we've got so the Ferrari of Alfie, I think, trying to catch up to Sosa here. Is 1.3 behind. Of course, Swaz there has just made the move on Supper. I think he's got to be struggling with that front wing still.
Got the spot back there.
Yeah, it looks like Swaz, I think, must have gone for a little dive there up the inside. I think it looks like it locked his tyres up, so. Well, this is close racing, this, Derek. I think we'll see a lot of wheel-to-wheel like this race.
Except for Igor, he seems to have kind of ran away with it so far, but we'll see how those tires hold up.
Supper's doing a fantastic job defending here with that front wing damage.
I was just saying, he's doing a wonderful job of holding him off despite the clear damage to that car.
Needs to be careful running wide there, though. You don't want any of those track limit penalties around here. But we'll see on the DRS straight in a moment. Maybe Swaz has the pace now. He's only 4 attempts behind, so I think that's more than close enough to be able to get that pass off. And that DRS is open there. He's getting a lovely slipstream. Side by side going into the chicane here. Just manages to hold on, Supper. That's really great defending. These guys are flying. And hopefully that's the only safety car we see today, that VSC. I think it would be great to have a nice clean race, especially after what happened last week. It'd be nice if we had more than 5 drivers cross the line today. I think we're definitely going to see everyone who's taken part finish the race. Lovely defending move from Chris there in the Red Bull as well. That was really, really great to see. I think Swaz is definitely close enough to get that pass made before the chicane now. Forecast is saying there's a 6% chance of rain. So I don't think we'll be having any of that today. It looks like it will remain a dry race. Brilliant defending there from Supper again. He's holding that in the middle of the track really well. He's sort of forcing Swaz to go around the outside and
all the momentum
managed to stay ahead there.
Going into the corner, it just seems to lose it by having to go wide like that. So it's a really a smart move.
These guys are really close. I mean, look at Supper there in the Red Bull. He's absolutely flying, man. Especially with that damage, he's doing a fantastic job to hold Swaz off in the Ferrari. It's very, very close now. Only 2 attempts behind, so. It looks like he's just staying behind for the DRS straight. I think he'd be better off waiting for the DRS in Sector 2. I think that's probably the better place to make a move. Of course, Alfie gets a 3-second penalty there. The track limits are unforgiving. Really are.
Took that well, 7 laps. That's
so the DRS at the Ferrari's open now. Yeah, 6 attempts behind. It's not close enough, I don't think. But he'll definitely be in DRS for the Sector 2, so maybe he can make a play here. Chaos is making his way up the ranks. He's past Sosa, Alfie and Chuck Norris now. God, look at these guys go.
I think we're going to see. The impressive thing about these two battling here for 3rd and 4th is they're not losing any time to the guy in 5th, which often you'll see in a battle like this. Is it allows that driver behind to start making up some ground, and they're not losing any ground. They're staying a full 2 seconds in front.
Yeah. So that's what's just looking up the inside there. It looks like he's starting to get quite impatient with this. I think we'll definitely be seeing a move come up or an attempt at that.
Right on as he enters that DRS zone.
It looks like the hards are lasting really well. Yeah, that's a great move. It looks like he should be able to hold that off as well, I think, and stop Supper coming. Although he is very close, he might make that place back in Sector 2. Swaz is, looks like he's burning a lot here though. Yeah, I think Chris is going to make the move. And he goes side by side. And
It's a lovely battle here for third and fourth between these two.
oh, Chris is really sniffing the rear of his car now. That's brilliant defending by Swaz. And he's really putting the car exactly where it needs to be to force Supper on the wide line, and that's definitely just keeping him behind now. I'm going to jump on board with Chuck Norris. He seems to be having a lovely battle with Chaos as well. I think he's trying to get that place back that was just taken from him. It's a 3-second penalty for the track limits here as well. So he needs to get as much distance as he can on track. It's a lovely slipstream there. We'll jump on board, I think, now. Watch this play out. The hards seem to be wearing really well. I think you've only got 10% tyre wear on the hards at the moment, and that is after 8 laps, whereas the mediums seem to be on about 25%. So the hards, I think, are definitely the race tyre.
The only question will be if how long are they going to last for those who've already made that change, the last several guys there.
Yeah, I agree. We'll have to see. I think the medium, it's a good tyre, but I think you might actually have better grip on the hards around here. At least that, speaking from my experience yesterday. Those hards really felt good.
Well, I wasn't in the race long enough to be able to verify that, unfortunately, so I'll have to take your word for it.
I promise. Oh, Chaos gets a 3-second penalty there as well, so now he's even with Chuck. So now that fight on track really does matter.
Now it's for definitive position, so.
Oh, wow.
A little wide there.
So the tyres are starting to fall, I think, there. Struggling for grip and locking up a few as well. This is a great opportunity for Chuck, I think. He gets that DRS open now, we might see a pass made here. And he goes out the outside.
There he goes.
Clean. I'll just have to hold that position off now because Chaos is going to be wanting that back in Sector 2. I think he's got the pace there. Two drivers are going to go, too wide through Sector 3 by the looks of it. These guys are wheel to wheel.
Just incredible.
Massive improvement, I think, from last week. These guys are driving fantastically. Oh, and a little oversteer there.
Oh.
Manages to save it though. What a save from Chuck. He finds himself still in DRS there, so it looks like he might be losing it now, but hopefully he can stay in. Let's jump on board with Swaz again. I think he's still attacking Supper. So it'll be a full race battle, I think, until they jump in the pits. Listen to the sound of that Ferrari. Well, that's Chris in the pits now, so maybe he's trying to get that undercut on Swaz, especially with that wing change. Let's see if he gets that changed. No, he's staying out with the damage.
He did not. Okay. He must be comfortable. He was able to hold off Swaz the whole time with it, so he must be feeling comfortable with whatever amount of damage he has, that he's going to be able to maintain it. So
Well, this should be good. I'm excited to see how this plays out now. Swaz is gonna have to pit, I think. I don't think he's been in the box yet. No, he hasn't.
no.
That's everyone pitted now except from the front four.
The front four are the only ones that are still out on the mediums. So we'll see.
It'll be interesting to see how Sosa's hards play out, I think, towards the end of the race. I'm not sure if he'll be able to take those all the way to the end.
He's been on them for quite a bit already now, so 10 laps on those hards, almost just as long as the front four on their mediums. So.
Yeah.
Although Chaos, Chuck Norris, also 9 laps on their hards, so they've been on theirs for a while as well. So
a lot of varied strategy today. I like it. Supper's tyres are obviously paying up for him. He's just improved by 5/10 in sector 2 of his outlap there. We've just seen Swaz pass across the pit entrance line there. And that is a fixed 5-second penalty. Just hope no one called that. I won't run him out.
I'll think about it.
Yeah, fastest lap of the race is currently Sosa, I think. Yeah, they're on 27.2. That is a fantastic time. It's 1/10 faster than our race leader Igor at the moment, who has that 3.7 second lead. But of course, he's still yet to pit.
Once he pits, I think we're going to be in for some real interesting. When those last 3 finally enter the pits, I think we're going to get real interesting here again.
Oh yeah.
If you look at the total time, it's from the lead. They're all fairly close. Well, for the most part.
See that? Wow. You know, that undercut from Supper has worked fantastically. Look at Swaz there. He's come out 2 positions behind, and he looks like he's stuck behind Chaos at the moment as well. So that's played out beautifully for Supper.
Giving himself some breathing room, a little reprieve from that battle that was going there. So.
Iger in the pits now. That's the hards going on for the rest of the race. Axel in as well. I think he's also gone for the hard compound. JC's just pit too, so I'm expecting hard compound from him. This will really close the race up as the rest of the pack catch up. Yep. It's the hards for JC.
See how much ground Chris can make up with those
Those hards, yeah.
Well, Axel and Igor's, it takes a little bit for them to warm up sometimes, so we'll see.
He's gone a tenth faster than his best in sector 1 so far, so he's definitely a lot faster on the hards than he was on the mediums.
Those hards seem to be the way to go for this race here. So
I think definitely the race tyre. So I'm gonna jump on board with Chris here, see what happens. A yellow flag warning there as well. I think Swaz might have just lost the car.
he did. He got it back quite quickly because he's still right on
Yeah.
Chuck Norris there.
Now Sosa just jumped into the pits again. Maybe changing back to the medium, I think, for the rest of the race. I think it'd be the best option for him now.
JC closing in on Swaz here.
Yeah.
Otherwise, some gaps kind of starting to
Watching
develop.
that now, that looks quite nice. He's not got the DRS open, but he's definitely finding time. I think he'll be catching a lot through sector 2 here. He'll definitely get that rear wing open now. There it is. Looks like he's burning a lot of VRS there as well. I think this overtake here is going to be lovely. Pulls in front. Fantastic overtake from JC. Hopefully he can hold on to that position. It looks like Swaz really wants it back. You see him sticking his nose in there. Oh, and he's run off wide.
Oh.
Swaz takes the place back. That's unfortunate from JC there.
Yeah, it was really a brilliant move down the stretch there. And,
well, he's back in DRS again here. Yeah, it is a shame. He's just fallen out again, but if he can keep himself in, I think he probably used a lot of his battery going for that move on the back straight. If he can keep it in here through the detection zone. Yeah, I don't think he's done it. Jump on board with Chuck Norris as well. I think he's made some lovely time on Chaos on that straight. Not got the DRS open, but he'll definitely have it open for sector 2. A little bit slow through the chicane, but the rear wing's open. He's finding a lot of time. I think he's burning his battery as well. That's some brilliant defensive driving from Chaos. God, these guys are close. I think we'll see Chuck making a move here if we can. Oh, bit of damage there, yeah. So that's damage to Chuck. I'm not sure if Chaos has come off with damage from that move.
Chaos into the pits there. Don't know if that's from the contact or if he's just switching back to the mediums.
I suggest so, yeah. He's just put a new front wing on. And back onto the medium tyre.
Okay. That answers that question.
Okay, so just retired there.
It's unfortunate. Not sure what happened there.
Must have been from that collision. Yeah, I think I'll have to make a move now, Derek. So if you could do us a favour and just snap a photo of the results at the end, I'll just cross-compare that with my data recording, and hopefully that'll be the same.
Okay.
Yeah, well, thank you very much, mate. Do you want me to leave the stream up, or do you want me to close that down? It's up to you. You speak to yourself, you know, get a taste of your own medicine, mate.
You can take it down.
Yeah, no
I don't
worries.
think anyone wants to hear a crazy old American ramble for the last few minutes here.
Oh, it's been a pleasure. I'm glad
As
we actually
always.
had you on this time. Instead of me speaking to myself, I got a little lonely at the end.
Yeah, well, you know. I was with you in spirit.
Alright, we're in Spain next week, driving around Barcelona, so that'll be a very exciting track. Hopefully have a better turnout for then. Yeah, I'll see you then.
I hope so. Yes, absolutely. Have a wonderful evening.
You too, mate. See you later.